Hi, it's Paul Wilson again, your alignment expert. I'm looking forward to talking with you about today's topic because it's something that people need to know about. And I'm going to change a word or two. I'm going to talk to you about the book, The Most Powerful Leadership Principle by James C. Hunter. I want to change the word leadership to influencer because I think leaders need to know that they're influencers, be it by position or by their character. Hunter, the author, argues that the most effective leaders are not the ones who wield the most power. The most effective leaders are the ones who serve others. The central premise is that leadership is not about position or title or authority. Leadership is the ability to influence people towards a common goal, and that influence is earned through character, trust, and service. Character, trust, and service. He introduces the concept of servant leadership, where leaders meet the legitimate needs of their employees while still maintaining high standards and accountability. We talked about this today on my daily huddle. I asked the participants to tell me what they thought the most powerful leadership principle was or is. And I had some very good comments. One said character, one said honesty, one said service, and one said it depends on the situation, which is probably true. Well, the big idea about this book is that leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of the people you charge. Hunter emphasizes that authority is earned through service, while power comes through a title. Power may gain compliance, a la a business model. Authority gains commitment. You might have power, but you also have authority. I was just thinking in my early days of education, I was learning about being able to delegate authority, but not responsibility. Leaders are the ones responsible. You can delegate authority, but you can't delegate responsibility. It's responsibility of whomever it might be. So I've got 5 talking points, and I'm going to hit those to you real quick so you know where we're going, and then we'll come back and have more information about each one. Number 1, authority is more powerful than power. Number 2, leadership is service, not status. Number 3, love is a leadership skill. I hadn't thought of love as a leadership skill. A number of people on my huddle this morning did, though. Character drives leadership. And number 5, leadership is a daily choice. So let's go back to the very beginning here and talk about authority is more powerful than power. Power comes from position or rank. Authority comes from character. Now, everyone's a leader to begin with. We know that. We've talked about that. But within an organization, the authority comes from a character of the person that is in the chain of command. People must obey power. They must. That's just part of the structure. But people choose to follow authority. So if you got power and authority, wow, what a great combination. So anyone can make people comply. If they're in your chain of command, they have to comply with your lawful orders. Great leaders inspire people to contribute. In fact, great leaders inspire people to contribute more than is required. We talk about engagement a lot and alignment. Authority will be one of those things where that person is aligned and he understands about alignment for the people he's working with, and get them to not only do what is necessary, but is even more required or necessary, more that would be nice to have. For instance, you can order someone to do something because you're the boss, but if your staff trusts you, they'll go the extra mile because they want to. They trust you. So number one, authority is more powerful than power. Number two, leadership is a service, not status. I love this because it's talking about leadership as a perk. Leadership is not a perk, it's a responsibility. Leadership is a big responsibility because leaders exist to help others succeed, to help to move the organization forward. The best leaders ask, what do my people need to be successful? I'm going to give them the tools and the guidance and the information necessary to help them be successful. And then the organization will be successful. For instance, removing barriers, clarifying SOPs, fixing processes, and protecting employees from unnecessary stress is leadership. If a leader is doing what he's supposed to do, and I say he in the generic, then the employees don't even know some of the stuff that's going on behind the scenes because they're able to do their job very well. So number one, authority is more powerful than power. Number two, leadership is service, not status. Number three, love is a leadership skill. Love is a leadership skill. Love. Hunter says that love means patience, respect, honesty, encouragement, and accountability. Yes, love means accountability. And yes, leadership, love, is about accountability. Leadership is not about liking everyone, it's about treating everyone with dignity. Important point is that Hunter stresses that holding people accountable is actually part of caring for them. Servant leadership is not about being soft, it's about being fair and honest and requiring accountability. Love is a leadership skill. So number one, authority is more powerful than power. Leadership is service, not status. Number two. Number three, love is a leadership skill. Patience, respect, honesty, courage, and accountability. Number four, character drives leadership. Skills can get you promoted. Character determines whether people will follow you. Characteristics of strong leaders are integrity, humility, courage, self-control, and honesty. Hunter goes on to say that people will hear what you say, but they believe what you do. Character drives leadership. Integrity, humility, courage, self-control, and honesty. So number one, authority is more powerful than power. Leadership, number two, leadership is a service, not status. Number three, character, love is a leadership skill. Number four, character drives leadership. And number five of five, leadership is a daily choice. The author argues that leadership isn't a destination, it's a series of choices made every day. At the end of the day, questions leaders should ask themselves are, was I patient today? Did I listen today? Did I help someone succeed today? Did I model the behavior I expect? Leadership truly is not built on big moments. It's built on small moments repeated consistently. So number one of the book, The World's Most Powerful Leadership Principle, authority is more powerful than power. Number two, leadership is service, not status. Number three, love is a leadership skill. Patience, respect, honesty, encouragement, and accountability. Number four, character drives leadership. Character, integrity, humility, courage, self-control, honesty. Number five, leadership is a daily choice. Were you patient today? Did you listen? Did you help someone succeed? Did you model your behavior that you wanted? Some leadership books, in fact, most, say many, focus on strategy, vision, influence, and communication. This book is different because it focuses on character and service and trust and relationships. Hunter's message is clear. People don't care how much power you have. They care whether you genuinely care about them. The old saying, I don't care how much you know until I know that you care. Once people know you care, you're getting that authority, not by position, but by character. So the question for you today is leadership, if leadership is a service, what is one thing you can do this week to make another person's job easier? Just one person. Who is that one person? The great quote from the book is the leader's role, and may I say responsibility, is to identify and meet the legitimate needs of the people they serve. One of the big problems we have with people and working with people is they all come to us with different backgrounds, different issues, different backpacks. And when I say backpack, their life history, their baggage, if you will. And you don't know what it is at first. But once you start knowing them, you start understanding them, you might be able to bring something to them that makes more sense and helps them get more fully engaged. James Hunter's message is deceptively simple. Leadership is not something you do to people, it's something you do for people. Titles, authority, and organizational charts grant power, and they don't earn trust. Trust is earned through consistent acts of service, respect, integrity, and accountability. The leaders who leave the greatest impact are rarely remembered for how much authority they had. They were remembered for how they made people feel, how they develop others, and how they help people become better because they believed those people could be better. In a world that often equates leadership with control, Hunter reminds us that the most powerful leaders are those who choose service over status. They choose influence over intimidation, and they choose character over command. At the end of the day, people will forget our titles, our accomplishments, and even our words, but they'll never forget how we treated them. Leadership is not measured by how many people serve us. It's measured by how many people are better because we served them. Leadership is not about leading. It's about inspiring. It's about influencing. It's about being all you can be, which is really cool. And I hope you enjoyed this. This is a very, very powerful book. I would encourage you to buy it if you're interested and hear more about the selfless leader, the servant leader, James Hunter. God bless you. Have a great day. We look forward to seeing you. If you want to know more, you can go to my website, paulwilsondelivers.com, or call me at 505-706-2868. 505-706-2868. And we'll look forward to seeing you and look forward to talking about alignment in future time. Thank you very much for tuning in. Pleasure to have you with me and my audience. Look forward to talking with you soon.